Hey, what's good, peoples? I guess announcement today. I just heard that David Rockefeller got his 7th heart transplant. So think about something real quick. David Rockefeller got his 7th heart transplant. David Rockefeller got his 7th heart transplant. Now, mind you, this guy I think in the 90s. Just look up the quote, look on YouTube, something like that. And by the way, good morning, Facebook family. Find out what he said about the media. He said, I want to thank the media for coming to our meetings and respecting, our secrecy or something like that, some agreement not to report what they were talking about. So all that stuff has to do with the Bilderbergs, who were created in 1953. Then the Board of Education was created in 1954. This does take a little bit of research. You don't make no money doing this shit. This is all love, you know what I mean? Because I love Jesus Christ. So, you know what I'm saying? So I have a duty, like I said, sworn oath, all that stuff. So David Rockefeller got his 7th heart transplant. Now, one thing I want to show you is I call it like a stream of consciousness. Like I just study. So I'm just going to see if that shows up. Okay. If you look at the bottom, it says peak. Let me see. Peak, prick, irritate. So that word peak means to irritate, but it also means to galvanize. So when you peak a metal, you galvanize it. Now, man, I wish I could give props to the guy who put the video out, but here's a continuing. I hope it's not backwards. I'm gonna flip that thing around. It's gonna be confusing. But anyways, you got peak, galvanize, jolt, shock. These are all synonyms. Startle, prod, electrify. The guy who came up with this, Luigi Valentino. Hold on, let me do. No, you can't do. Okay. Stimulate by electricity to cover with a layer of zinc. And I say Zinka virus. I just threw that in there, and I did this in like July. So you have a Zinka virus to prevent it from rusting.
Fuck me right in my pussy.
And it's essential to human growth, essential to body, and a constituent of many enzymes that permit chemical reactions to proceed at normal rates. So David Rockefeller owns the patent to the Zinka virus. Now, this is the connection. This is what qualifies me, and this is why I want my honorary motherfucking doctorate. Because I put together some things here, help us out. So you have 2 motherfucking people that you don't know nothing about. Julius Evola. That's Evola. That's where the Ebola virus came from. If you look back to, I think September 2014, you'll find out that they were pouring formaldehyde down the water wells and killing the Liberians, and they found out about that, and so they took flight. You have SARS. No, you have SARS in China, but then you have a gentleman named Jean Paul Sartre who wrote Anti-Semite and Jew, and you don't know nothing about that one either. So this is not me being a jerk, but it's not me. They put the hook of the J around your neck. The J, there's no J in Hebrew. I learned that from the IDMR, even though they're a bunch of reprobates. With all that damn information over there from that Freemason. I mean, y'all still stupid. IDMR, wake up. But yeah, so you have Jean Paul Sartre, SARS in China. Some dealings was going down, with the banks and then China. And then you have, like I said, you have Julius Evola, these are all philosophers. And now you got this guy, Rockefeller, David Rockefeller, with his 7th heart transplant and the owner of the patent for the Zinka virus. So think about something right now. I just told you about a whole bunch of people you don't know nothing about. And then I tell you, that David Rockefeller. So you want to find out about David Rockefeller, what he's been doing? Council on Foreign Relations. Check that stuff out. There's a lot of people putting out a lot of information. Some of them credible, some of them not. But still, you need to soak all that stuff up. Be Osmosis Jones. And stop being a coward. For real, stop being a coward, because somebody gonna take advantage of you if you're being a punk. This is like prison, man. And everybody's, you don't know what some of these people have been through. You don't know, what it was like for a young Obama, having a he, she. How awkward is that, man? You didn't have no choice. So for him to turn out how he did, we have to pray for those in authority over us. We have to pray for those in authority over us. So, I hope David Rockefeller's next heart transplant fails. And so they don't have to kill any more, African babies to provide, hearts for this bastard. And I want to see Netanyahu in Israel go down in the flames that he prefers, because that's the life choices that he made. Or maybe it's all, to help the Catholic Church bring people to Jesus Christ. It worked. But damn, is God that much of an extremist? I think she is. Allahu Akbar. Shalom Alaikum. And I love you all, Facebook family. Get right, man. You need to start thinking about Zinka.